What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Farming Simulator. I am joined by David.
Hey, everyone.
So, it's time to go and take this wherever it's going.
It's to our grain mill, which is literally just behind us, so it's not too bad. Obviously, you self, what I'm going to quickly do is set off the two tractors that need setting back off.
But I'm expecting him to ask me questions.
In fact, I think I must have been doing that ripping because his self-steer assist not working. I think I was doing that while you were doing this.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Please ask me to ask you a question, are you?
Is it just me, or have these fucking trees grown?
No, those trees have always been that size.
Really?
Yeah, because I planted. They weren't planted, they were placed, decoratively.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the goddamn trees to grow.
Oh, I know what you're waiting for them ones to
I was doing some reading actually, and apparently it takes about 15 in-game months.
Not what you originally said.
No, well, it's still quicker than real life.
Okay.
Wanted the weights I'll push you around a little bit there.
Yeah, a bit too much.
But there's my little bit sold.
I was going to say, it's only pushed the contract to what, percent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am waiting for you to ask me a question.
I must admit, I'm a bit puzzled at the moment.
Well, you asked me on Monday.
It is Monday.
Sorry, you asked me Wednesday.
I've slept since then, mate. Not a lot, but I've slept. So you're gonna
Come
have
on. You said you'd never talk about it until I'd seen it.
Oh, you finally watched Clarkson's Farm?
Yeah, I've got 2 to go, but the 2 to go I can't watch yet because.
Oh, see, the same level you've watched 6 then.
I've watched them. Yeah, I've watched all 6.
Fair enough. What have you made of it so far?
To be honest, I'm wondering how much longer it's going to carry on.
I think if they're not confirmed, one more season.
Yeah, one more, I believe.
Which I think we'll get that, and then, as I've said for a while though, actually I'm not against that. I think that'll be a good point to...
It's the thing that is a shame is they should have kept that lass on as well. She was good.
Well, she did appear again.
I know she does.
She came to helping buy cows.
Yeah, but well, I mean, they should have kept her on around the farm, if you know what I mean. Because
you only liked her because she was good to look at.
I'm sorry, but did you see how much work she put in? I just love the bit where she starts to fucking trim his eyebrows. I found that quite funny. And then friggin' Caleb come back and he wasn't impressed. Was he?
Well, though somebody else, fertilising his crops isn't something he likes.
It was just... Yeah, I don't know, it just... But then they got on alright. You know what I mean? They were alright with each other.
Well, as Jeremy said, Caleb's all big about getting young people into farming. Well, that's his chance to show he means it by being nice to a younger person in farming.
So what... Have we got anything else at the minute or no?
I mean, Field 12 is going to need rolling. You could possibly start that and just try not to trip over the cedar.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
And then the one I'm ripping, now I have a feeling we had a task, because the fact that I'm ripping it, were we going to put root crops on this one again?
Which one was it?
Field top of 9. Just because we've got a direct drill, so the fact that we started ripping this says to me we had a reason for it. I reckon we'd put root crops on it. You know, red beets or parsnips or... Because if we were just putting a cereal crop on it, we'd have just direct drilled it.
Yeah. No idea.
I mean, as you say, we can remember, but to be honest with you, I've recorded a lot of my single player between now and then, and sometimes the lines get a bit... You see how far? I'm at the end of September. That'll mean nothing when this comes out in about February, but...
Have you looked at the back end?
I know.
Have you looked at the back end for this?
I know.
Yeah?
How do you mean have I looked? I've done the thumbnails, don't forget.
I know you've done the thumbnails, but Jesus.
Yeah, well, in my own single player, I'm currently well ahead.
But it's just...
But at the moment, I haven't got a single player offline game, so like literally if I want to play single player, I'm playing Riverbend.
I thought you had...
I had an oak farm, but I kind of had Townsend, but I kind of got that messed up by having too many pallets, and if you looked in a certain direction, it became seconds per frame. It's one of the reasons why I've been big into like storage.
Pallet and bale storage.
The one I had didn't seem to work. It was just as bad with that in.
Silver Run.
Yeah, I know.
One from Silver Run usually works.
I've got it.
I'm thinking we're going to be putting... I think we are going to put root crops on.
Yeah, that's what I think. I was going to say. I'm also kind of not... I'm also kind of not wanting to really to do a single player game. I'm waiting. We should be a million miles away from this expansion pack where we're getting the Scottish theme map. When we promised that in 2025.
Back end of the year. Maybe back end of this year. Because we're getting plains and prairie stuff.
That's plains as in wide open plains, not as in aircraft for anybody watching. Because once again, and it's a regular post on Reddit, and it does my head in.
We're getting it
soon. Why
can
we not have crop? Like tomorrow, innit?
Pass.
Because a regular post on Reddit, why can't we have crop dusters? Because the maps are too fucking small. You'd be bouncing off the invisible walls.
Why do we want crop dusters? We don't need crop dusters.
It's something that comes up regularly on, you know. But it's always the same tweets. Can we have crop dusters or can we have snowrunners physics? And it's fuck off to both.
I mean, does that kind of makes me wonder though where the fuck am I going?
Field 12, the massive field at the bottom.
Okay. It's just like, I feel a bit like Jeremy Clarkson's farm when he started back on his farm. And tried soloing it. It makes me wonder how you would feel about roadcraft.
Thing is, that's slightly different.
Well, that's constant. That's constant with SnowRunner.
Yeah, it's a regular thing on the survey. Well, yeah, SnowRunner physics in farms, and I'm like, no, I actually like to be able to drive my tractor into a field, not just getting stuck.
Yeah, I mean, there's REA for that. You know what I mean? REA is back on mod hub. There's REA for shit like that. Don't get me wrong.
Be careful if you're going to use that, by the way, because that does have its issues.
I'm not going to use it. What do you mean it has its issues?
It can have real... You get to the point where you literally struggle to... Basically, if it's anything like it used to be, it renders trucks unusable.
Oh yeah, it always did.
Yeah, but I don't just mean in fields, I mean in general.
It always did. REA was a big problem for trucks, in general. and I never understood why. Oh yeah, the way
Funny, go on.
the way we overload shit. Of course, it's gonna. It's funny what.
I was going to make a joke about how no one's problem for trucks is the RHA, not the REA, but that joke would have fallen on stony ground.
Not with me, it wouldn't. Oh, yes, that's a good point. Did you see ETS2 teaser?
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure what to make of it.
Do you want me to give you a little bit of a hint?
Go on.
All I'm going to say is bus stations.
So they're finally adding the buses.
I believe that's
and that's something else coming in before Wagon and Drags, which is going to make Alan so happy.
Yeah, I know. And I believe that's what it is.
Isn't it also like genuine in-game cars coming to ATS?
Yep. Road trip.
Which I've never seen the people who want to do that, but that's just, once again, that's just me.
I'm very confused at the direction of. I get the ETS2 thing because they were going to use that map framework as part of a bus game, so.
Yeah, that's why there is like the big bus stations in the map and everything. They've been there now, but we still don't have places to charge electric vehicles.
I'm not sure how soon this ETS2 thing is coming. I'm not sure. So, it's like, that might be not till next year. I just don't understand, what are they trying to compete with? Are they trying to compete with the bus? Are they trying to compete with...
Well, that must be, you probably know better than me, because the last real bus manual was OMSI, which is a long time ago now. I know there has been more since then,
there was...
I've not messed around with stuff like that for donkey's
obviously
years.
Obviously, there's like bus simulator games, but like Bus Simulator 20, whatever it is now. But that's not in-depth ones. You've got the likes of...
Is it Fern Bus or something like that?
Yeah, Fern Bus Simulator. Which is
I've heard of it,
which
but
is
never...
TML Studios.
TML Studios being...
They have done... I should know, because I have Fern Bus. I think was it Tourist Bus Simulator?
Oh, so they're very much in that demographic.
Yeah. They're a simulator maker, and I mean, I don't know if you ever watched Squirrel's video when the game that went around the times that game first released. He actually had one of the devs from the studio actually on his live stream. Yeah, Fernbus. TML Studios. Publisher Aerosoft. TML Studios have also done The Bus, a game called The Bus. Obviously they've done Fernbus. They did Tourist Bus Simulator. They have done...
So it'd be fair to say buses are kind of their thing.
World of Subway, City Bus Simulator, was some Subway, and yeah, so simulator. They specialize in simulator TML. So
yeah,
they have Fernbus and they have the bus, and yeah, like I say, I'm a little bit confused of why SCS are doing it, but don't get me wrong, SCS is first, apart from the 18 Wheels of Steel games, if you ever remember them titles, used to...
I've never actually played them.
There was it 18 Wheels of Steel, Pedal to the Metal? I used to love playing. But I also used to like Bus Driver, which was also done by SCS. So they're not out of the realm of understanding that type of
Which, let's be honest, though,
genre.
the ETS platform very much, because you could do a bus sim on very much the same grounds.
Well, they were
moving cargo happens to be people.
Well, they were going to. They originally were going to.
That's why we have the massive bus depots in ETS.
Yeah, they were going. That's why the bus stations were there, because it was serving the architecture of for that simulator, and they sort of backburnered it. And yeah, it was interesting. Oh shit, I forgot to mention that to you.
What have you done?
Is there any chance we can have a quick chat before we finish? Well, when we finish.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
What have you done?
It's not what I've done, it's just about something that's currently going on.
Okay, no problem, yeah.
So,
say no more, I know this sounds cryptic to you. I'm sure when the video comes out, if it's something you guys do need to know about, you probably already will, because... But yeah, we'll have a conflab.
Yeah. So, yeah, as we're saying, I get the I get it, and now that they're sort of reworking the map as well, it kind of is a good thing. But I wish they would, to be honest, they turn around and say, well, what would the community like to see? You know, every time I see that, I'm always piping in the comments. In-game paint shop to help people that can't skin.
That's exactly what, I say that every time, and I will admit, I'm too stupid to work out the skinning system in that game.
Well, you're not. It's just... You're not...
It's not great, is it?
You're not stupid. It's not the easier... You can use programs like Mod Studio and shit like that to do it.
But a basic paint shop doesn't sound that difficult a thing to add. And like I say, if they're really worried about people online drawing penises all over things, number one, they're probably going to do it anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it. The game's got an age rating. It's that ability to report stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you can already report bad driving to server moderators. I'm sure you can make it what's the reason to report, well, that guy's drawing a swastika on his truck.
Yeah.
You know, well, a proper in-game paint shop allows you to add liveries with text. Even if you took it from, like, I always said the Gran Turismo one, which was, or even, no, it was Forza one where you used the shapes.
Oh, that was
you couldn't actually add
pictures. Shite.
I'm only thinking of older, what was it?
Need for Speed.
There's a few of them.
Forza had a proper editor. If you were on PC, it had a proper editor.
Yeah, but even on console, because you only were able to use basic shapes, you couldn't like upload images. But there were still people out there with absolute amazing talent.
And it was no offense, it was moddy, and it still is this to this day, even in like RimWorld and stuff, modding wise. The Asian community are fantastic at shit like when it comes to the paint skill stuff.
Oh yeah,
paint shop stuff. Asians are fantastic at that stuff. It's ridiculous.
You'd end up with proper like logos for racing cars.
Yeah.
I think it was before something. So I'm sure the community would soon be able to. But not only that, it gives you the ability to do it right, so that the liveries can be applied between different makes, but allow you to tweak them. So you can make a livery on, say, a Scania. And you buy a Volvo, allow it to put on, but then allow you to tweak it to obviously fit the lines.
Yes.
So obviously all the trucks have... speaking of, have you seen the new Actros?
In game or real life?
No, real life.
No.
Seriously, grab your phone, just Google new Merc Actros, and I want your live reaction to this, because this is going to be good.
My phone's right by me, and I need to literally try and stick cruise control on. I haven't actually got steer assist on here, by the way, so
Don't worry, I'll retrieve your tractor from a tree.
Actros. Is it the Actros L, by the way?
It's the Actros L, it's the brand new...
What the fuck is that?
It's a washing machine on wheels.
Oh, that is horrible. I like my Mercedes trucks, and that... Oh, that's...
The old shape Actros, you remember when it came out, looked amazing.
Yeah.
You feel like a fucking stormtrooper with that aggressive front grille and the headlights. The new one, for those who haven't seen it, I don't know if Chris can insert a picture in the video here, I'd have to remember to do that, but basically there's no grille on it, it's a complete flat front.
And I bet it's a fucking electric.
No, it's not.
No,
it isn't.
Interesting.
There probably is electric versions, but that one isn't. But I will say one thing, it does do what I've said in the past, which is give somewhere for sign writers to at least put the company name.
Yeah, but the badge is so far up. The badge is
Yeah, but the badge is
huge.
Yeah, but if you, I mean, I don't know if I'm on image search in front of me, and it's actually about the same place it was on the old one.
Yeah, I know, but it's
just not got the massive. It's just not got the
no,
grill.
It hasn't got the grill.
But
no,
I definitely wanted your live reaction on that because I knew that was gonna be.
It's fucking horrible.
Idiot. And I'm seeing them because I'm seeing odd companies. The best paint jobs, companies have literally painted grills on them.
Oh, I bet.
And they don't look half bad if they get that right.
Where the fuck?
And it's one of them,
hang on, where the fuck?
Well, what? I have actually seen them on the. I've seen a couple on the road as well. They're just pictures. The Mercedes dealer out of Liverpool has a demonstrator doing the round. It's been with one or two local companies over the last month.
You, right, on the picture, why's it got a mirror on one side? Yeah? But then a Shrek camera thing on the other side.
I think the mirror you're seeing isn't on the side. I think the mirror you're seeing is on the front.
Ah.
I don't think they've gone to cameras. You know how wagon trucks always have to have the camera looking at the mirror looking down the front of the truck?
Hmm.
I don't think they've gone camera with that.
No, they haven't.
Now if you have, DAF can do it because they have one camera that can see down the side and the front.
Yeah, but obviously they've got that mirror, but yet they've got camera mirrors on it.
They've got Shrek ears, yeah.
And not... No. Even in the other... Even in like the demonstrator colour with all the yellow and the blue on it, just
like I said, there's one or two. I've seen one or two companies start to live with them, and I don't know if I'll be able to find pictures now, but there was one I saw definitely where they literally painted on a fake grill.
Yeah.
And that one didn't look terrible because it at least there wasn't this massive flat panel on the front of it. Which I guess it probably isn't flat in real life, but it's just the way it makes it look.
It's just... No.
I mean, I don't know when we'll get that in Euro truck, but I don't think you'll be rushing out to add one to the RCM fleet, will you?
No. I just... No, that's... At least the electric fucking Scania and the electric Renault look nice. That, I'm sorry, but what
See, I'm pretty sure there is. I'm pretty sure there is an electric version, but
yeah, but what were the designers thinking with that?
That they're getting paid
to produce a fucking washing machine on wheels.
It is, isn't it? It's a washing machine.
Yeah. Or
the Merc badge being round doesn't. No, I say washing because the Merc badge being round.
Sure, it's not dishwasher.
That's the drum. How many dishwashers have a round drum in them? You're placing them fucked.
Yeah, true. Unless you have a industrial dishwasher, which could be a... I don't know if we can get them. Like a rotisserie style cleaner.
I've definitely never seen one of those. Most kitchens, if they've got anything, about them massive silver ones where the whole top lifts up.
Yeah, true.
That's generally in England what you'd consider that.
But yeah, no. No.
I knew I knew it'd be something like that from you, can you?
I do like the Mercedes trucks, but
Oh, the last generation Actros, like I said, I remember when it came out, looked absolutely incredible. Because at a time when everything else was pretty square, that came out being...
and sounded really fucking nice.
Whereas now that's just gone to be the squarest of the square.
Yeah. I don't even see how the hell that could be fuel efficient. Aerodynamically, how the hell would that be fuel efficient?
I'm guessing
apart from it probably being a Euro 6.
That's the thing, and I think what it is, because the thing about part of the definition for Euro 6 is Euro 6 engines run hotter than they have to burn better. So they probably don't actually need cooling as much as older engines. So it's possibly helping it in that regard.
But regardless of where... I've got a Euro 6 in my car, for example, and I still have a fucking grill. You know, I've still got fucking the whole cool radiator and all that sort of system.
Yeah.
I know...
Well, there'll still be a radiator in there. They'll just have got it into... Because there is a grill between the headlights.
I know, but it just...
I think this actually done this field, hasn't he? He's going over old ground again now for some reason.
I don't know, has he done?
Well, the entire field's green.
Is it?
Yeah, so this is done.
Okay.
Top of 9 once rolling once you finish this one. I remembered now what we were going to put sorghum on 9 is why we're ripping it. Because it uses that other plant
yeah, uses other plant, doesn't it?
Yeah, which doesn't direct drill. So I've done that.
Yeah, okay.
This guy needs some diesel, so I'll go and do that while I'm...
I wonder why he needs diesel. Is that the one you were using to run around with?
No, he's done that. Well, look at the size of that field it's done.
Yeah, it wasn't full to begin with anyways.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and that is Field 12 was huge. I'm surprised, actually. I don't think we had to refill the seeder, did we?
No.
It had 200 litres left, 9%, so it only just did it.
No, we didn't.
So it just managed to do the whole field in one.
Someone's going to need fertiliser at some point.
So that field you're on needs 1 level, and the top of 9 needs... Oh, on the top of 4. How far off growth? That's a couple of stages off. Yeah.
I mean, the fertiliser spreader's there.
Yeah, I might as well do that while you're...
Because if you want me to roll this field, and then you want me to roll another field.
9. They're the two that want doing, so yeah, I'll go for that.
You said top of 9? Is it top of 9 or bottom of 9?
Top of 9. Bottom of 9 is grass.
Alright, okay.
It's actually ready for cutting, but we're not massively desperate for anything grass related at the moment.
We literally just sell all our silage shit anyways.
We sold quite a lot because the bale storage was getting full on it.
So what else was there about Clarkson's farm so far? I mean,
he says he's trying to buy a pub that wasn't also a dogging site.
Yeah. And how much he probably had to spend on said pub.
Well, I mean, are you willing to buy three umbrellas at 40,000?
Where the fuck was the figures coming from for that? Because nearly everything was either 20 to 40 grand.
To be fair, when you're talking commercial, everything does shoot up a number in price.
Oh, I imagine so.
when you're talking professional level,
Hmm.
it's a bit different to your little home oven or home.
Oh, I know that.
I mean, them big rationale ovens are a fair piece of kit, like.
Yeah, but I'm not on about the ovens. I was just on about the fucking, like, things he was going to stick out on the decking. You know, and even the decking with the anti... No!
Slip on it, yeah.
Oh, it makes you fucking laugh.
Did you see? I think I saw it on Facebook today. Somebody been complaining that he was selling it in the pub. He said like beef pie was like £24,
Right.
which to me doesn't actually sound ridiculous these days. But he was sort of saying, "Oh, look, this is made fully local ingredients. He's not screwing local farmers over, so it ain't gonna be the cheapest in the area."
Hmm.
You know, and they were sort of saying that, you know, yes, it could be cheaper if he's willing to use all imported stuff for sub quality, or if he was willing to screw the price with the suppliers down, but it's not what he's doing.
No, but...
The whole point of the pub was to try and
Bring...
promote.
Yeah. Farm to fork.
I did love when he was talking about chef though, about using the whole animal, and so the chef had to rein him in. That's kind of not how you do things.
Well, yeah, but there wasn't just that, and then he has the idea, and then what makes an appearance, or what is going to make said appearance.
The Grand Tour
10.
10, yeah.
So he
And all the
can...
stuff. I mean, we won't discuss what happened to Richard Ham because he's not really family friendly, but he was funny.
Not really when have we ever been a family-friendly channel? The pig got raped by another boy pig. A young pig. But
Yeah.
I kind of understand what was being said that Jeremy didn't understand.
Hmm.
It was just like, yeah. I mean, honest to God, I think he was fucking... I think... Caleb's got some fucking balls to get in that fucking thing with that ball.
Alright. Yeah, but he was sitting way away from me when he came at him.
Oh, I fucking... Wouldn't you? Especially, do you see the fucking size of the one that Jeremy had hold of?
Alright.
Holy fuck, you would not want to be near something like that. That's a big bastard.
Well, he said, didn't it? 1,200 kilos. That's the weight of a small car.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah.
You know, to put it into perspective, because your sister still has the 108, doesn't she?
Nope. 208.
She's not got that anymore.
208.
208, well, I bet the 208's not a lot heavier than that.
No. It's probably a bull would...
Your 3008's a bit heavier,
2008.
2000. Christ, I'm getting everything wrong there, aren't I, Steve?
Yeah, you are. I just... When he decided that this latest venture he's going to do and how the fuck he's going to have some strong fucking cables.
I was saying to Shell, like, I think probably next year now, I might try and get like a weekend away down that way and visit the pub and that.
Oof. And it's... I mean, the thing that makes me laugh was... Oh yeah, he happens to talk to other people that own pubs.
Piers Morgan.
Fucking Piers Morgan.
Pop midget.
Bloody James Blunt.
Yeah.
And then, as soon as I was thinking, yeah, I know the other person that's going to appear on that list.
James.
Bloody Captain Slow. I knew that.
I don't know. For some reason, when Piers Morgan was the first one, I thought that was brilliant.
I was just like, what the fuck?
Of course, they've worked together for a lot of years on various...
I know.
Are they not both part of the same paper?
Yeah. But when he takes the tractor to
Hammond.
And it's just funny because Hammond's just... It was, what was it?
Lowered your plums into my vice.
Yeah, I've got your plums in my vice, and now I'm slowly tightening them, and it's just like...
Yeah. Why didn't you tell me that much before? Then you wouldn't have brought it down here, because now you're here with it.
Yeah. And it's just... It was like...
No, I've never watched any of that Hammond program.
Richard Hammond's Workshop. It's actually quite...
Yeah.
It's on Discovery Plus.
I've never actually watched any of it, so I don't think I have Discovery Plus right now. It's one I'd have to look at.
Would you not get it with your Sky?
I don't know. I'd have to check.
I get it with my Sky. You see, I get Discovery Plus with my Sky. So, yeah. Oh no, I've watched it. It's quite good, and it was just like the way, you know, it's like, yeah. Jeremy's world's become farming, and obviously Jeremy was in like Hammond's world, and it's just like...
It's funny, you know, following on to that, I've actually got Shell into watching James May in Japan.
Couldn't get into it.
Oh, I enjoyed all of them. There was Japan, there was India, there was... But I know she likes like Japanese, so I managed to get her into watching that.
Does she not ever watch the Guy Martin ones?
No.
I think Guy Martin goes to...
Yeah, he does a few of them.
A few of them.
So why won't you turn on?
The interesting one was when he goes to Chernobyl. And... But... No, I didn't mind... Clarkson's farm. But... Yeah, it's got its appeal there, but I think it's sort of slowly starting to lose its appeal.
Like I say, to me, it's...
I think it's got one more in it.
Yeah, I think they'll do one more series. I think there might be the odd special comes back every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's a bit like Grand Tour hit the point where it had just come to an end. Whether you liked it or not, you'd have to admit it was getting...
Yeah. I was like, the problem was it as much as I don't want to say it, it was the same with Top Gear.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
The problem was I'm not saying it was this was its downfall. It was the fact that when Sabine died, Top Gear was never the same, because when they had her on and the challenges and all that lot, that made
I would say not just that, but I would say
it depends on the hosts as well.
That was it. There was almost like a lightning in a bottle moment, wasn't there, with Clarkson, Hammond and May, where the three of them just gelled really well instantly.
Yeah.
And it just worked. I can't think of no better way than it just worked. And none of the ones that followed it seemed to have the same chemistry. And it's one of the things that's very difficult. It's not something you can manufacture, really.
I mean, the only ones that did was Chris Harris Flintoff and Paddy.
Even then, three didn't have the same. But then again, it's like that was just history repeating itself, because last time Clarkson left Top Gear, it died shortly afterwards.
Yeah, but
we're talking about the days of Quinton Wilson, Vicky Butler-Henderson.
Jeez, they went to 50. Oh,
well, that's it.
Oh, she did at least. And
well, the old thing is fifth gear basically. Once again, Clarkson left Top Gear, and then fifth gear was sort of born out the ashes of what was left. And then that didn't last very long, and then obviously until Clarkson came back to Top Gear, then Top Gear became good again, then Clarkson left Top Gear, and now Top Gear's no more. Now the Grand Tour, obviously, I think the difference was Amazon realised when to
stop.
I think we'll still get the odd special now and then.
Maybe, yeah.
Now it'll work in between, obviously, their other projects, because each one of them now has their own things going on that I think they're quite happy with.
Well, Hammond's got his
Workshop. May's now
workshop.
running a pub.
And Clarkson's got his farm.
That's it. I think we'll get the odd Top Gear special every now, Grand Tour special every now and then when there's something really spectacular, or
Yeah.
you know, Clarkson needs a new Range Rover or something.
Well, the thing is, though, Top Gear, unfortunately, after Flintoff's latest bad crash, that's what.
I did a documentary about him and he's meant to be quite good. I've not seen it. I think he's on Netflix.
I think so. There's also the F1 Academy stuff that's on Netflix as well.
And of course, at
documentary.
time of recording, we are in the month of the F1 movie.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'll go and see it. I definitely will.
I'll see it, but I have.
I think I'll kind of have to. Yeah, he's freaking Apple in it, so.
Well, I can, if needs be, I can just borrow my brother's Apple account. He'll lend me his Apple account.
Fair enough.
It's not that. I've already used my cinema tickets this month, so.
Well, I told you, look at your O2 and see if they'll do you.
I'm not paying fucking 18 quid.
It'll be 18 quid.
They haven't got any free cinema ticket ones on at the minute.
Well, they're not free, but we get a discount. So we end up paying for 2 premium tickets. The good seats we end up paying about 9 quid.
Yeah, or you can get a block book of them for about 18 quid. Seriously, that's what's on priority at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, it's somewhat like, I'm trying to keep busy. You distract
No,
me.
the exact details don't matter. I'm not worried about the exact details. I'm going off what we normally do. Like I said, I don't know, because I'm the EE side of the fence. It's Shelley's got the O2.
Yeah, it was like 18 quid for so many chords.
Oh, when you said block, I thought you were buying like a whole block of seats. I thought you were like doing the whole thing, you know, shake version of things where you don't buy an entire cinema just to yourself.
Nah.
You know, I'm thinking of the Arab guy. I'm thinking Rat Race. Nice hotel. I'll take the 4th floor.
At the moment, I'm just considering when to actually upgrade. I'm probably going to wait till July.
Told you want my advice? Request your pack code, then just sit back and wait.
Already done it, but I'll have to do it again.
Yeah, request your pack code, then just give them a few days to sit on it, and I guarantee they'll be in touch.
Oh, I know they will.
It's worked every time for everyone I've said it to so far. But every time.
Well, they've already tried once. They've already tried and said, yeah, I'm just keeping my options open at the minute.
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you. I'd be the same. Like I say, I was actually ready to move to Sky.
Ooh, what the fuck are you doing? Anything?
Moving pallets. Well, the pallets are jiggling around a bit. Yeah, I haven't used all load.
Okay. Did wonder that because I was getting FPS while you were loading, I'm guessing.
There we are, done. She's now been sold. Yeah, I was going to move to Sky because Sky were doing that offer. I think it was 75 gig a month for like 14 quid, but they roll over days you don't use.
Yeah.
So I was like, the way I had it in my head, I was going to be like a massive. And then he went and basically said, look, we'll give you what is now unlimited for £11 a month. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, well, the Sky rollover, it rolls over, but it will dissipate.
Yeah, but I was thinking for the amount I use, I would never have to worry about hitting any limits with that because I use probably between 20 and 30 gig a month.
Do you watch
on
YouTube?
average?
Do you watch YouTube on your phone?
Not a lot, because it's kind of frowned upon when I'm working.
No, but do you watch YouTube on data?
Very, very rarely. Only if I'm somewhere where I'm not on a Wi-Fi. Pretty much everywhere I spend large amounts of time, I'm either on, obviously at home on my own Wi-Fi, or like most family members, I have Wi-Fi codes.
If it's working.
Yeah, I don't mess around a lot. Mainly these days, a lot of it's just like podcasts and stuff through Spotify. Most of my usage.
Oh, right, okay. So yeah, there you go. So it's get 4 view tickets for 18 quid or 2 for 9 any day UK. So you can do.
Yeah, I get you now.
So with the 4 for 18, you could technically book. So you could
4
do.
different films.
You could do, you could either do 4 different films or 2 different films.
2 films for 2 people.
Yeah. So you get 18 quid or you get the 2 for 9. Or if you were doing it on a Monday only, you get 2 for 6 or like 4 for 12 per view.
Yeah.
But that's only on a Monday, so.
Okay, the contract's supposed to be broken. We've got another Deadwood contract for apparently 0 to feeds.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. We haven't had an update. It fixed itself, didn't it?
Maybe it'll fix itself when the contract's reset or something. I don't know.
Well, you said it fixed itself the other day, but unless it's
Last time it definitely happened, like I say, unless there's something to do with...
when we load in. Unless it's when we load
like
in, it breaks it.
Like I said, unless maybe once the contracts refresh, it'll fix.
Yeah, maybe.
Is all I could think.
But... yeah, no, I'm just... Yeah, because wasn't there something you were supposed to tell me about Clarkson's Farm? Or ask me about it? I can't remember. There was something you were supposed to ask me, but I said I hadn't seen it, so you said you weren't going to say anything.
I think I was just going to talk about it.
Bit that started... The bit I laughed at, I had to try not to laugh too loud. Because at the time I watched it. So... he ends up going... he has problems with his Lambo.
Oh, that was it. Yes, that was it. Yeah, and it was the Lambo is what I'm going to talk to you about. In particular, the new Lambo. Because it wasn't actually a Lambo.
No, it wasn't a fucking Lambo.
Because if you look, it gives you a close-up of the
Fendt.
It's a Deutsch. It's a Deutsch.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a Deutsch Fahr.
Didn't
Now,
realise.
Deutsch Fahr do make Lamborghini tractors these days, and they do occasionally do Lambo editions. But that one he got wasn't even a Lambo edition. Because when he showed you the close-up of the grille with the Lamborghini badge, you could still see the outline
Of the Deutsch.
of the Deutsch badge being taken off.
Yeah.
But I did like the moment where he had, like, every tractor turning up.
Well, what did he have? The Valtra.
There was a McCormick,
the
Valtra,
There's a McCormick, a Valtra, a Massey, New
a
Holland.
Fendt 720,
Yeah. Fendt was nice.
and a Deere.
And
A Deere.
a JCB.
Yeah.
You had a JCB there as well.
Yeah. Now, the Fendt would have been my choice, because you know me, I do love a 720.
It was just that... Lisa was not happy with him.
It was just the way they all rocked up. It was like what happens when you do the government's, you do a money cheat on Farm Sim. Suddenly all the equipment arrives at once.
It was, yeah, but it was just the way she goes, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. And then he goes and buys it. It's a Deutsch, at least an 8340 to give it its proper. They're in this game, they are in this game.
It's large, isn't it?
Yeah. 340 horsepower. I think it's a Series 8 TTV.
It's not here.
Unless it's a mod.